Hello, welcoming Sister Mira, Linda. We got Jackie, we got Miss AW. Kevin B from Florida here. We should do a little tea. I'm getting some new teacups in. Let's just keep it simple. Good morning, good morning. I changed the way I drink tea, so last night I had a hard time sleeping because I changed my system. So that's why I'm getting more official teacups too. I realized, when you change the tea system, it affects you too. But I'm here for it, Just white tea. How about a little green, but not too much. A little long chin. Miss Rhonda, I hope you had a safe July 4th. Barracuda, I hope you've been liking the sand drawing development with my wife. Today we're gonna be doing a little meditation today, and then we'll do some tarot. The sand is soothing, yeah. It's fun. Eventually I'm gonna get involved with doing sand too. But I'm aware that people aren't trying to sleep all the time. You know what I'm saying? Daytime, we're looking for engaging. We're trying to wake up a little bit, and because of course some people in different time zone may be going to sleep right now. But most of the people in the same time zone, we are listening to this stream like a podcast. So I realize this is people listen to this at work like a podcast. So shout out to all my brothers and sisters podcasting with me. So gotta get the caffeine. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. And slowly out. It is time. It's time to... I'm feeling blue. Yes. Well, many people's favorite color is the blue one. Because blue reminds people to chill. So the new system that I got for drinking tea, I got 1 cup with hot water. Then I got my tea strainer here. And that's it. I just pour this into this cup and it's done. And I think the honest truth is that the universe is telling me to do my work a little bit more. Do a little bit more card reading. Card reading is intense. Okay, it requires a lot of focus, energy, and especially reading your energy through the screen requires a lot of focus, and doing it live and doing it back to back to back for hours, and making sure that everyone learns something, because you can do card reading and we learn nothing. That's why many people come to the stream and ask, like, what does Maria, like, where's my future with Maria? If I just tell them their future with no plan, no solution, no clarity, then you become like an oracle to them, and they don't find the inner oracle, right? That's the issue with many card reading thing. That's why I don't want to just. Now in the past, yeah, I would just help guide you, but it's not effective to where you just ask questions that people will ask questions, but they're not learning how to improve their life. They're just coming for an answer, but they're lazy to like do it themselves. And I'm not trying to make this community like lazy, you know what I mean? Because it's easy to ask question, but if the answer is something that requires you to take action in your life and it's a method, instead of just telling you answers, it's like, okay, the reason why Maria ain't interested in you because you're too clingy, because you need to learn to love yourself first, right? The reason why people don't take drive-by person like here coming to say, Jesus, please forgive them, right? And doing it in a way that they don't realize it's not really respectful, right? We have to, when we're sharing like this knowledge, do you think people are gonna like, respect you more when you do a drive-by and dropping knowledge? And this is why when I see people doing this type of stuff, I just like, what would Jesus do if somebody came by and say, Buddha, please forgive them, they're ignorant? Like, that's kind of ignorant, right? They don't know better. And so we have to learn to forgive the people who come by and just blurt out. They just come to talk at the community, but they're not even willing to listen. So when people come by here, even though they're just spamming Jesus, we love Jesus, we respect Jesus, but Jesus would not just drive by and blurt some words. That's why I always ask, what would Jesus do if some people just came by? And of course, we can also mute people. Hey, sit down. Right, but we have to also address it before we just dismiss it. Because why? Some people don't know better. Right? And so, having a button that reminds them, brother, it's okay. Just have a seat. Hey, welcoming Moon Yoga, Brother Gary. Mama Angel is here. Today we're drinking some white tea. White tea mixed with some I think it's just purely white tea, yeah. Just straight white. Welcoming Gigi, Dora. What has your experience been like? I'm cracking up. Sammy says, good morning. I'm cracking up thinking of Jesus being trolled. Dude, I mean, that's what happened. Back then, people would do that. I mean, back then, when we were talking spiritual, and people don't like it, imagine our ancestors who didn't make it because they were doing some spiritual talks. But nowadays, we can. That's the beauty. Well, not in every country. Right? Doing spiritual talks in some countries that are very close-minded, you go to jail. Like if we start talking spiritual in China or any communist country, that's jail time. Because when people become awakened, inspired, a resistance is happening naturally. Right? A resistance happens. And so this is why, like I told you, when you stream on a daily basis spiritual content that shares love with people, you get used to it. You get used to people coming to the stream, judging you, calling you fake guru, or blurting out Jesus, Buddha, or mainly it's Jesus. Mainly it's that Jesus drive-by, using the name of Jesus to, you're going to get dark with the light, yeah. So, thank you, Scorpion Queen. So I see it as an honor because my master had to go to the same thing. Right? So when he's helping, he's a Buddhist monk, but helps Asian people, but most people that he's serving are Latinos who are Catholic, and so a lot of close-minded Catholic people will come call him, they worshiping the devil and all these things, when he's just trying to help people improve their life. And that's a real story. So it's the same thing online. We're just trying to help people improve their life, but some people call it like this is the wrong way, or forgive them, Jesus, or what they. Like you can tell the intention of people, Close-minded. It's like, how can God be in a little cup called Christianity? How can God be in a little box called Buddhism? How can God be in religion boxes? But when we're willing to step back and see the big picture, the people in the box like, hey, that's not the right box. Forgive the other ignorant boxes. Like, please forgive the other ignorant boxes. It's like, wait, what? You're in a box too. Friendly guy, you're making too much sense, okay? We don't like that. Stop using common sense. Okay? The Buddha never bowed to a statue of himself, and Jesus never prayed to a cross with him on it. But this is why you don't say this stuff too much, because it's really triggering to people. I'm trying to meditate over here. Yeah, the truth that's really honest and bold, people aren't always ready to hear, but the ones that are seeking, the ones that are spiritual are. And TikTok is blending. So TikTok can be a very political place, but it can be a really free place for spiritual knowledge. But many people are just using it to make money, spirituality that make money. And so it gives a place for authentic people to be, because why? there's a place for spiritual, authentic people to be. I mean, before, where would you find spiritual people that you connected with? What, the crystal shop? And you don't even get to talk to the people at the crystal shop because you're just like, I vibe with you, but I'm not really sure. And so, yeah, so again, there are some people on Insight Timer, but Insight Timer has very low traffic now because of, yeah. Solidarity always triggers those lost in the matrix. And this is why we have to be humble and learn and use language that unites people, because sometimes even unity can be divisive. Unity in a certain ideology can separate people. So this is why I do my best to keep things pure and present and not get involved with, divisive talk. And many people will use the word divisive while being divisive themselves. But stop dividing people while they're doing the dividing. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly out. And the sad part is that at the end of the day, it's more about power and money. That's it. Love is missing from so many systems because it is not profitable. Everything is about profit to keep an establishment, right? When you have a giant building with property, you gotta pay taxes. You have to pay the water bill, the light bill. Now you have a lot of bills to pay. So if you're doing something that doesn't make money, that place closes down. Right? So when the building's too big and you have more bills to pay, you gotta hustle. Right? Separation, sure. Yeah, but nowadays you don't just because like when we talk about the separation of church and state and all these things, we can just call it religion has become more political. You can turn anything into like a cult now. Cult mentality. If you don't disagree with us, you're not with, right? If you don't agree with us, you're not with us. Right? So there's cult mentality that separates instead of unite. How can we agree with each other is what many people aren't talking about. I'm talking about how can we unite and agree with each other? But I'm just here to deal with the spiritual realm, right? Where the card readers, the meditation, the sound healers, right? Because most people don't give a crap about this stuff, okay? Let's just be real. Most people don't care. But the spiritual people who are seekers do. I'm talking to the people who are willing to use their consciousness to see through some things and be humble enough to step back and look at like, we can turn an ideology into cult-like mentality that if you don't believe what we believe, you're a threat to the system. What system? The ego. The ego. The real threat is this ego thing. If you don't agree with me, then you're not a loving person. if you don't stand in solidarity with me, then you don't love me. And now look at the world. Are we more united or divided? I'm about to fall asleep listening. If you don't link in the bio, you don't love me. Wait, let's see here. What was Wolf? We gotta be able to see outside of the limited perception we have. Yeah, but to tell somebody that they have for somebody to recognize that their perception is coming from a limiting place, you have to have a big heart to step back and see the big picture. And that's why they call it the matrix, being captured ideologically in a box. To step outside that box, whether it's politics, whether it's religion or spirituality, because sometimes we're attached to our view, but we're not even we don't know, we're not willing to step back and see the big picture. Because why? Ego, power, politics. But TikTok is breaking, being on TikTok is breaking these walls. Because on TikTok, there's two extremes. Extremely open talk, and also you can be planted a lot of propaganda without realizing it. Right? So this TikTok space, there's two extremes that's happening, that you can be propagandized, or there's some really amazing authentic people that allow us to step back and talk about the big picture things. So that's why it's a threat to the system, because when you got truth seekers and speakers uniting, right? There's a resistance happening when free people start speaking when we step back and see the big picture. That's a threat to the mainstream consciousness, because they don't want you to unite and talk about things that make sense. They want you to stay captured politically, ideologically, egoically. But when we start learning to be more present in peace and joy, we start to agree that we both want the same thing, but we don't have to agree on everything, but with love. We just want to be happy. And some people want to be happy the Jesus way. Some people want to be happy the agnostic way. But at the end of the day, it's about happiness. Be happy your way, I be happy my way. The world becomes a better place. But why? When the world is peaceful. When the world is peaceful, somebody's losing money. When the world is peaceful, the system in power is failing. When we're not fighting, awakened people will start rooting out corruption in the system. They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want people agreeing, understanding, uniting, because then we'll start saying, hey, that doesn't seem like love. Hey, that doesn't make sense. Because when we start using common sense, the system don't want common sense. You know what? They want ego. They want you to choose a side and then keep fighting forever. Keep fighting. Right? And the whole time, under the radar, there's some greater control system. Everybody knows this though. But when many people who I talk to know this. Not every. So when you wake up like yesterday I hung out with my old friends. They don't care about this at all. They're just living their life, make baby, get a job, collect money, buy stuff. That's what the system don't want you to wake up. Just keep it going. But when you start waking up and meditating, right? When you start to use common sense and celebrating and practicing gratitude, and you're not charging people for money, right? You're not trying to capitalize on people's sadness and loneliness when you're trying to do the holy thing that unites humanity. Like, it restores faith that in this there's people awakened, but to unite humanity with love, it makes the soldiers not want to go fight. Right? It makes people support each other in their neighborhoods. It makes people support each other locally. Sometimes we're so concerned about something so far away, but look at our own city. We're more invested in something across the world than the people right next to us. But when we take care of our city, then we get to take care of the other cities, and from that city, the whole state. From the whole state, the whole country is taken care of. And then when we have good energy, then we can help others. But if you don't fill our cup first, how can you fill other people's cup if your cup is empty? Unless there's ego involved. Thank you, Maria. Again, I'm just some bald dude. Immigrated with my family to America when I was 6.5 years old. I did not fit into the American system, even though I wanted to fit in. My mother and father wanted me to be a business professional, but God, the universe told me, no, you're gonna be doing spiritual stuff. I'm like, spiritual stuff? There's no money there. And so because there's not a lot of money in uniting humanity, many people just don't do it because it's really difficult, right? So we just like, nah, let me just do Reiki for money, right? Let me just do. And so many people have been disconnected from unconditional love. Hey, welcoming Lisa. So the world is missing unconditional love, the love that we feel from like a loving grandmother. Like the love that you feel like the love that you feel from a non-judgmental place, but also is willing to be honest with each other, which is a wisdom, right? Because, and one of the reasons I'm talking like this, because I'm tired of seeing people depressed and kids leave the planet too quickly. That's the sad part. When I hear somebody's children take their life, it's like, okay, and I keep hearing other people's children leave early. And I hear more, it's like, okay, should we just keep continuing to just, what are we doing about this? Just be sad? How about be the change? How about do something about it? We're just gonna just keep chasing money, get a job? Right. And so somebody's got to do the work. And so the universe said, well, that somebody's either you or nobody else. Yeah, keep making money and watching the screen. And so I almost left the planet early myself because, again, when you have a near-death experience, it makes your mind program differently. You want to help people live because you almost lost your own. Right? Because some people don't make it. Do you think Buddhism is the best religion? I think love is the best religion. Now, it comes in different forms, but at the end of the day, it's about unconditional love. But nowadays, many people are connected to communities that are conditional love. Right? Yeah. And so when people feel unconditional love, they feel hope, they feel healing, they feel joy, and they don't know what it is. But one thing I know, that when people feel unconditional love, something like a little light flickers from their heart. Like it's like a star in the sky twinkling in their heart. And when that light gets brighter, they start to release their sadness. They let go of their sadness and they start feeling really good for the first time in their life because they just needed some loving support. What do I mean? This is what I mean, right? Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly breathing out. To slow down, the internet, social media accelerates our mind. Imagine that in this stream, we're doing this thing called slow, loving dopamine. The pace of this stream allows us to slow down our mind, because online, to make more people addicted, we have to speak like welcoming everybody. Teresa, thank you so much. Right? Azaris, thank you for the heart. Me, Christy, thank you so much. Like, we're doing too much, and it's hard to find a space where you feel connected and we're doing less. We have to find a balance in the center, because you can be so gentle, right? Like if I okay, not like that. Right? It's more about just being present. So energy is very, very sensitive, and this is why even the Reiki healers, some of them are teaching you, I can give you love. Take my love. No, love your damn self, people. Less is more. How do you help yourself with deep guilt and shame and fear? That's all different things, but it's all negative feelings. Deep guilt, shame, and fear. Right? At the end of the day, you feel deep negativity. Let it go. How do you let go of negativity? Be more in the present. Negativity only exists when we can perceive it. Because it does exist. Negativity is a real thing, but too much negativity is unhealthy for our life. Seeing a snake and go, ooh, I fear the snake, because the damn snake can bite you. But having too much negativity, guilt, shame, worry, and fear all the time, it makes your life miserable. Right? But all these things are trying to teach you. Instead of guilt, choose to believe in yourself. Instead of shame, right? Believe in yourself. Improve yourself. But sometimes we're just focusing on the problem too much and not the solution. If we're always about the problem, when are we about the solution? Right? And so people need wisdom and knowledge, because if we're constantly about the problem, some people don't know that's all they're doing, because they need mentors. Right? They need a clear mentor or guidance that they're not getting. So some people don't know they're just constantly being negative, and that's why their life is negative. Every day that you wake up thinking negative, sadness, loneliness, that's all you get until you learn to change the programming. How do you change the programming? Practice something that brings you more joy. Go into nature, look at some damn birds. Hear the cicadas chanting in the forest. Breathe. Turn on some relaxing music. Practice some gratitude about your life. Thank you so much I woke up today. That's the basic one right there. Follow your bliss. Amen, amen. Right? Thank you so much that I can breathe, that my lungs work. Instead of, she left me, she dumped me, they used me, they hurt me. Every day that you wake up, they hurt me. Wah. Your life becomes more wah. But every day that you wake up and say, I'm ready to love me. I'm ready for positive energy. I'm so grateful that I'm still here. I'm so grateful the sun is shining. Thank you so much for my life. And then your mind will go, oh, you're lying to yourself. That's some BS. In the beginning, when you start practicing positivity, the mind will strike it down right away. Stop lying to yourself, bro. And it's because why? You're learning to reprogram your mind, so it's going to have doubt in the beginning. When your mind goes, no, you ain't, you go, thank you so much for my life. I know my mind's still being reprogrammed. I love my mind. I'm ready to change my perception. No, you ain't. Thank you for my life. And the more, in the beginning, we get really triggered by our own mind, and we get inflamed by doubt, fear, and worry. But when you practice meditation and mindfulness, your doubt, fear, and worry is just an illusion that doesn't trigger you. In the beginning, it triggers you because you used to think that's all there is. Sadness, worry, depression. But every day that you wake up with a gratitude journal, with a visioning journal, I'm ready to smile without fear. I'm ready to be me without worrying what the world thinks about me. I'm ready to improve my life. I'm ready to let go of what doesn't serve me. And when you do it for a month, when you do it for a year, when you do it for your whole life, inside it feels that way, but on the outside, you're just breathing. Right? On the outside, it looks like this. But on the inside, it's a gentle song. In the beginning, when you first find pure love, it's so emotional. It's like so. But when you mature with love, it sounds like gentle music. Just a quiet, relaxing music all the time. When life gets difficult, that music is still there. Don't worry. You'll find a way. Learn from your mistakes. Everything's gonna be okay. Do the best that you can. There's a lesson here for you. I know it's difficult, but it's here to make you stronger. That door is closing. You're losing a job because a better one's coming. You're getting dumped right now because you're learning to love yourself. Get over it. Love yourself. You are enough. Free. But imagine doing it every day. And on some days, the music will be quiet because you forget. You forget the foundation, gratitude, thanksgiving, gentle peace, mindfulness, awareness. And the moment you remember to center yourself, you just breathe and your aura blooms. You smile and you radiate joy. But of course, I was not always like this. We all come from different places. Some of us have very difficult trauma, but we all have some baggage. Some deep trauma, but your baggage is your baggage. Some people think that your sadness is not as worse as that girl's or that guy's trauma. Your life is your life, boo. Your challenge is your challenge. You don't have to compare who's worse. Deal with what you got. Sometimes we're like, no, I shouldn't be complaining because I'm not as bad as that dude over there. That's his life and you got your life to deal with. Do the best that you can to find peace, because when you have peace within, you can help that dude over there. You can assist, you can do great things, but you gotta center yourself and inspire yourself first. Yeah, I never charge people, I never message people, so watch out for the scammers. This mic is called the Audio Technica AT875R. It's a ASMR mic. Thanks a lot for the last night session. Slept like a baby. I'm glad to hear you slept like a baby. As a matter of fact, I got 2. Actually, I have 4. One's at Sister Emily's. Because I've been streaming for 4.5 years, 5 years. And I used to do ASMR, so, you know, the universe. God is good. Let me just say it. And this God is something that's not religious for me, but it could be religious. It's just love. Every time I mention the word God, I have to explain every time because not everyone's relationship with the word God gets the message across. As many people have been hurt by that word, by their church. They've been dumped or they've been... it's Audio Technica AT875R. And I'm here to respect that. I'm here to respect Jesus love, Buddha love, Krishna love, Mohammed love, the Gaia love, one love. One love. One love. But right now we're doing a lot of talking points. But the practical is on a daily basis. You're gonna wake up. It's gonna sound like this. What are you ready to get up for? What are you ready? Because when you find your purpose, you want to get up. Right? You wake up, it's silent. Maybe you're in your head. What's something that when you find your purpose, you got something that excites you, that is beyond money. Right? I'm not making the most money in my life, but guess what? I love being here. I love service. And I love the positive energy. I love that we're actually helping humanity become more positive and loving and restoring humanity, like the faith in humanity, faith with love. I'm grateful that in this community, we respect religious people. We respect people. Sad people who are sad, we just want love. But sometimes to get the knowledge about love, you gotta pay $55.55 to access it. Link in the bio. Life coaching. Everything leads to damn link in the damn bio again. It's why so many people are still depressed online. Like, people need help, but instead, link in the damn bio again. Can't just help them. I want to help you, but like, yeah, I'll help you some, but not completely. Because link in the bio, like, privately talk to me, but you also have to pay. You can't pay it and just like kind of not. Ew. You can't. It's like nowadays, spiritual healers can't help poor people. What did Jesus and Buddha do? They help everybody. Reiki was meant to help the poor because they couldn't access modern medicine. That's why. Go read about it. Master Usui healed people. Right? He almost wanted to leave the planet, but the universe told him, help people. And he goes, for real? And then he went to help people. He didn't charge. He said, if you can't afford to pay, you don't have to. But in Japan, you know they're gonna give something. Here, take some rice from me. Take some food from me. Because it's about helping your neighbor. But nowadays, what happened? We lost that. No, that's not our neighbor. They're not in the same political mentality. No, don't help them. They're not Buddhas. Don't help them. They're not our cult. Right? Don't help these people. They come to blurt Jesus and leave. So we start treating people like we're not one. Right? Even the people who disrespect, who come here and become really rude, are our brothers and sisters. One love. What's your opinion on you cannot love others unless you love yourself first? There's no opinion, that's the damn truth. Look, this is you, and this is your consciousness. Oh, shout out to your 10-year-old. This is you. This is your happiness. If your happiness is empty, you got nothing in your happiness bowl, how can you give somebody else happiness? Here, take some nothingness. Right, I'm gonna give you some love even though I don't have it. And so it becomes possessive. It means like, I'm smiling, let me help you because I'm helping you to get your validation. I'm helping you to get your attention. I'm not just helping you because I have love to give. But when you help people because your cup is overflowing, your cup never run out. But when you don't learn to fill your cup first, if you keep giving to somebody else, your cup becomes very empty. This is why our motto, love your damn self. When your cup is overflowing, what do you do with this person? Instead of in the beginning, when somebody doesn't love themselves, yes, we pour some love into them. And every day that we pour love into somebody else, we gain their trust and respect. And then we tell them, hey, big bro, big bo, it's time that you learn to love your damn self. Fill your own cup. I help fill your cup so that you realize you can do it too. In the beginning, when you teach people to love themselves, they'll go, wah, you don't love me anymore. No, I love you. Fill your own damn cup. Because I'm not gonna always be with you. I'm not gonna be always around. When your life gets difficult, there's always you. If you learn to fill your cup and your life is difficult, you just remember, stop, breathe, and relax. Thank you for my life. Oh, filling your cup. Thank you that I woke up today. Oh, you fill your cup. I don't know how to fix it, but I know I'll find a way. Ooh, positivity. Let me learn how to. If I don't know how, let me learn how. If I need money, let me learn how to have a better cash flow. Let me learn how to save money. Instead of begging for money from you, begging for love from you, maybe let me learn how to go fishing instead of beg you for the fish every day. But this lesson is not profitable. Because why? Alright, for example, you need help, you come to a card reader. Help me. I will help you for $55.55. Okay, I pay you. I give you love. Thank you, I have love now. Wah, I got heartbroken again. Fix me, please. I can help you, but today I give you discount because you're very heartbroken. $33.33. Okay, I paid $33.33. Okay, here's knowledge. Solution, get over it. You're right, thank you. Wah, I lost my job. Help me. I hear you lose your job. You want help, right? Job reading is $44.44, but my money very low. My money very low because I just lose job. Okay, I give you discount because you've been coming 3 times, making my business very good. I mean the loving community. Okay, the sangha. Not spiritual business. Okay, the sangha. Okay. Okay. Today just $22.22. Okay. Just $22.22. Okay. So if you wanna, you just lost your job, right? Don't worry, a new one is coming. Are you sure? For sure. There are a lot of jobs out there. A new job coming. Thank you. Here's $22.22. That's so sad. That's what's going on. That's so sad. That's what's going on. And so many people don't heal. Why? You make so much money from lost people. Oh God, it's so sad to say. All these card readers on TikTok all over the place, you make so much money. But if we help people unconditionally, you train another light worker. When you help another person unconditionally, they go and help others serve. They go and learn to be a light worker. They go and learn to help humanity because you showed them that way. But instead, oh, I'm inspired because somebody charged me money, $55.55. It helped me very good. I learned card reading. Now I can make money on TikTok. Let me start a storefront, right? Called Very Good Spiritual Community for You. Right, and here comes a new one. I need help. Somebody just dumped me. Oh, I can help you, but it's gonna cost $55.55 love reading. I don't have money, but that's okay. I give you discount. One limited time offer, $44.44. Okay, $10 off. I can pay this time. So you train the future generation to practice conditional love. I do understand what you're saying, but not everyone is able to give their exactly, because they don't have faith that love can take them farther. And so everyone does everything for a price now because of the lack of faith. What? Imagine Jesus. Imagine Jesus or Buddha. I'm not able to give. I don't have time for you, my Lord, my son. Hey brother, I don't have time for you. I need food to eat. The reason why we still talk about the Buddha and Jesus is because their faith is beyond the human it's beyond human conception. They're willing to not eat to help humanity. But nowadays we got people who haven't deeply healed themselves helping other people. We got people who don't even heal themselves deeply healing other people, teaching them the wrong teaching. And I see that too much here. Because when you don't love yourself first, what are you teaching? The opposite. Just pay for healing. Right? Pay for massage therapy. Don't learn yoga and stretch your body and exercise. Somebody will do that for you. Just take, what's it called? Ozempic. Don't exercise, just take more substance, Ozempic. Right? Don't eat healthy, the doctor can fix it for you. Don't live a healthy, holy life. A doctor can fix you. Instead of you taking care of your body, just take Ozempic. Right? So nowadays, everybody on something, but not on faith. Everybody's on something, but not on faith. There's no, the faith that we have, we say it, but deep down we don't. Well, what about money? The skinny pin. But the prices are angel numbers. Can you talk about faith? Faith is believing even though you don't see it. Faith is about a vision. A vision with a loving intention. I believe in a positive life. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but blind faith is not practical. But faith with action, it's what's missing. We can pray to God all day to lose weight, but is we eating some salad sometime? Is we going to the gym? Right? Praying for your family to be safe is one thing. Doing your best to be to protect your family is another, right? You want being in a nice neighborhood. What's the sacrifice to be in a nice neighborhood? You have to work more, but it's worth it because you don't have to sit there. Right? You don't have to sit there worrying about your family. But of course, the sacrifice is faith in action. But most people don't want to sacrifice. Why? It's difficult. It's hard. And so when things are difficult, we follow the comfort zone. Yeah. Praying is like having an intention, but an intention without action is just waiting for action. It's like praying for your life to be positive, but you don't even practice gratitude. I can do better. Praying prayer. And so a lot of it is like intention. Right. In the beginning, I was closed-minded. So I thought the word faith was just like a Christian term because that's what I knew. I was like, oh, I'm not religious. But faith, imagine you can believe in yourself even though you feel down. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna get through. That's a good beginning. I'm gonna get through with a plan, okay? Right? Because when you believe, keep taking okay, let's make a plan. Right now, my bank account is low. I will find a way to make money. But why am I in financial trouble? Yeah, I bought that Michael Kors wallet that I didn't need. I've been eating Uber Eats 3 days a week. Yeah, that's like $20 per order. Don't need that. Yeah, I've been going out to the Cheesecake Factory also 1 time a week too. I can't really afford it. But I go happy hour, but it's still expensive happy hour. I can go eat peanut butter jelly sandwich. Is a better financial thing, right? Because right now my cash flow ain't good. Do I gotta start hustling? Oh no, hustling's not good because then if you get caught up, you go to jail and then you get caught up in the wrong people. You know, that's not a good plan. Okay. Make a good plan. Right, so with wisdom, you start to make a better plan. But you have to have a plan, a vision in life. Right, like why do I stream 8 to 10 hours? That's part of the plan. When I'm on here, why do I take it seriously? Because it's my dream. To be here is a dream come true. And so when it's your purpose and your dream, you're not going to just come chill on the stream. It seems like I'm just talking in like, right? But there's an intention of love, community, wisdom, knowledge, and help in raising the consciousness of humanity without thinking about, how can I get money from them? Welcome to TikTok card reading. Right? A lot of it is like link in the bio, guys. Like if you just scroll through the TikTok live right now and look at all the card reading. A lot of it is just for you linking up. But it's hard to find people who are willing to just serve up front. But there are people out here like Brother Yam, like Arrow Eyes, like Sister Willow, even Brother Streets here, and Brother Tinilu, right? You see all these brothers and sisters doing their part. So we gotta, they're doing their part. I appreciate that. There's people on here doing their part. Hosting panels where people feel heard and doing our best to support the community the best we can. And that's why we have to support each other in streets in the beat. Right? Streets on the beat. And so my goal is create a network with authentic, loving people and just keep shouting them out. Because why? It's about community and connection. Right? When you see good work, let's channel. Let's connect people. Right? You might not resonate with Brother Arrow Eyes, but you may resonate with Sister Willow. You might not resonate with Sister Willow, but you might resonate with Brother Streets. You might not resonate with Brother Streets, but you may resonate with Brother Tinny Lou. Right? And the more network, the more people who do good work, the universe tells me keep an eye on them. But when you don't do good work, I don't need to keep an eye on it. When you do good work, the universe tells me, hey, come chill in their stream, listen to what's going on. Right? So ego exchange, blue light love, is called conditional love. You're welcome to practice conditional love, but it limits the energy. That's why it's called conditional love. Like energy exchange means there's an expectation. I give, you receive, and you give back. But when you unconditional love, the universe bless you with deeper insight, deeper gift. You can always, you can charge people money. But imagine if you didn't. What would happen? So there's people who will charge money and do free work too. But how am I doing this? How am I helping people? When you actually help people genuinely, people donate to you. In the beginning, you don't have, we may not have faith. So why? In the beginning, I'm on Twitch, right? And Twitch, there's not many spiritual developers on Twitch. There's some on there. I try YouTube. It's not working out. I try Insight Timer. I feel more inspired. But something's still missing. And the universe goes, try TikTok. And then the universe goes, why don't you do all of them? And because of all the platforms and doing authentic content, but imagine before getting here, how much investment in the studio, in the equipment, and it's because y'all bless me. Like everything that's in this stream, people donate. Right? All the donations, it just comes back here. And this thing just keeps helping people for free. So it keeps circulating. Or after 4 to 5 years, this community is thriving. But it takes years of commitment. And if I just decided to do it for money, the authenticity may be out the window. Right? But imagine all the gifts, right? I'm not only doing card readings, we're doing spiritual talk for hours and hours if the universe need me to. We're teaching meditation. We're guiding meditation, Zen, the Tumo. Right? We're doing sound healing with flutes, with singing bowls. Right? We're using a looper. We're using high quality audio. The whole stream has a beautiful lighting system. Right? So all of this is a blessing from the universe. Because why? God's plan. Now we got my wife involved doing sand. We got Sister Emily Richardson, Brother Helios Rising, HTX, the King. Right? We got everything is up. Okay? Everything's going up. And the whole goal is how can we all go up together? Not just the card reader making. How can we all rise together slowly with a good foundation? Is it easy? No, because the content is not dopamine. Yeah. Yeah. But you know why? Because all the teachers, most of the teachers that I had didn't charge me for money. Only one time I had to pay to be, twice. Abraham Hicks charges money up the wazoo. And I had another teacher, Hans King, a intuitive medium. I was paying $50 a month to connect with him. Right? The master never charged me. Thich Nhat Hanh, his books everywhere. Right? Michael Beckwith, he has a lot of things free online. What's up with you, Caitlin? I need guidance through emotional stress. What's up with you? Thich Nhat Hanh, yeah. Right here. Somebody knows it. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Kali Yoga Girl, Luna Deep. I'm paying attention because you're doing things in the way that I would like to do them. Teamwork makes the dream work. Caitlin says peer embarrassment over physical appearance at an event. It's extremely hard to handle. Well, when you're around immature people do immature things. But why are you around immature people who judge each other for their looks? At the end, people judge me too. They call I look like One Punch Man. Is Joe Coy, is that you? Teamwork makes the dream. It's the truth, right? Right? They're gonna call me all types of names. Fake guru, but those are just words. Right? Those are just words. This is why I don't take the words seriously, because some people don't. Like, why listen to somebody who don't really give a crap about you? If they don't care about you, Caitlin, why listen? Like, when strangers judge me, they're gonna judge and leave. Right? But the people who love you, they stay and they love you. This is why, Caitlin, we call love your damn self. When you love you, you are enough. Growing up, people make fun of me for all types. They made fun of my accent because I kept saying the word chicken. Like, wait, what? Chicken? No, it's chicken. I don't know how to speak English, damn it. Right? So they kept, when you're a kid, you're just like, chicken. Or they kept making fun of my short shorts because my parents made me go to school with like the shortest shorts for a boy to go to school. Because we had we had the uniform. So everybody was wearing like hood shorts that go like down to your damn shins. And I was wearing the opposite of hood shorts. All right, they were trying to look like 112. Is that? And so when you get made fun of a lot, eventually you get over it, because, well, the master helped me. Right, the master helped me to not be so triggering with words. Words have no energy if you don't give it energy. Some people come in here and call me a fake guru. I could be like, I'm not a fake guru. I'm helping people right now every day. They're calling me a fake guru. Every day they're making fun of me. They have no compassion. Words hurt. How are you gonna serve people if you're emotion all over the place? People gonna talk their crap. Online, people gonna talk crap. Can I just say it? When you get used to it, the word just go through you. This is why we have to have we have to have discipline. We don't know what's gonna happen. Some people could be absolutely rude. Stop giving a crap about people who don't give a crap about you. The people who come to judge you, they come and go. But the people who respect you, they're here to actually listen, engage, and be respectful. And online is more. Now in person, it may hurt more, but guess what? Just get over it. So that you can live your life happily. People judge. People judge. So with meditation, with mindfulness, with practice, that ain't your problem. What people judge about you is not your problem, but you gotta be willing to see, is that true? Am I a fake guru? What does it mean to be a guru? A spiritual teacher. I just teach people about spiritual stuff. But they want you to be a Hindu guru with the title guru for some other guru. Because why? They live in a box. And that's okay. All they know is gurus of Hinduism in that lineage. Right? If you just Google the word guru, spiritual teacher, the end. But when you don't fit people's ideology, then their ego may flare up and say something. Piscon says, "Goddamn haters." Haters gon' hate. Like every stream, somebody pretends to be me to make money. Right. Every stream, there's somebody pretending to be me. Like I don't message people at all. I don't do private readings. I don't charge money. But there's people out there who's trying to make money from you. Watch out, right? So that's another thing. I need that deep fake software for try to do a private reading with your name. Yeah, there's no private readings, people. I would never pretend to be you. I have a hard time enough just being me. Yeah. Bottom feeders looking for a quick buck. I mean, the thing is, I believe they're using AI. And TikTok is not doing a good job with these people. Like, I'm trying to strike them down, and many of y'all are reporting them, so I'm grateful for that. But, like, I don't know what TikTok's doing. I don't feel like they're doing enough about this because they're everywhere and every community has them. I believe I think that people are using AI to do all of this stuff. Hey, hustlers gonna hustle. And here's the truth. I don't think TikTok has the resources to hire people for security. It doesn't make money. Securing the space isn't profitable. It costs more money to do the right thing. But that's what we got, people. We're grateful for TikTok. They're not doing the best at security on here. And that's okay. Because there's no other place like it, right? There's no other place like it that has what's going on. Like, I think we can all agree TikTok security is terrible. right? And yeah. Cosmic Blue Siren says, TikTok in any way is mostly a puberty garbage. There was a streamer I check time to time. Of course, I won't mention the name for not being like promoting, saying that it really causes doom scrolling. Well, this is why when we create content, like, because when we're live streaming onto TikTok, it makes people stop doom scrolling. But what people do on TikTok live is farm people for money. Right? Like, I get it. Like, but the TikTok live thing, what is TikTok live trying to promote? People doing that dumb battle thing. Two faces on the same screen, battling. Right? Two people on the same screen, battling. And how do they battle? By gifting. Right? It's just a money. So everything they're doing is like aggressively farming money because it's a business. Right? It's a business. And so what we're doing, thank you, Mika. So what we're doing on here is the best that we can with what we got. You know, we can complain about TikTok, but there's 270 people here who are spiritual, who is open-minded. This is why we speak on the truth, but we have to see the good part too. Right? We have to see that it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to see our we gotta count our blessings too. Look at all the amazing people in here. And that's why we're in here. And so, when life gives you TikTok, make love. Make authentic love. Make community. Unite humanity. Whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, do the best that you can. Whether you live in Houston, where I'm at, whether you live in LA or Ontario, says I'm going through being I hope you have talked to the police. It's hard to hear about that. Hello Kitty person. Thank you for being here. Okay. Yeah. Well, we hope that we hope you find peace and you're safe. I'm glad that we can be a supportive community for you. Thank you, Bruce. Yeah. I love spiritual talks and the meditative experiences. Do you have a reading list? Nah, I don't. Oh, okay. Sister Bonnie is there. Nice to see you. Baltimore in the house. We got LA. Caitlin says, I really cannot extend enough thanks for all of you here today. Imagine what we're doing here is the beginning. All this stuff, here's one for you. Okay, we got Denver, Salt Lake, Seattle up in here. Moco, Arizona, Kentucky, Louisiana, H-Town, Hungary, Las Vegas, Quebec, Geneva. Shout out to Malaysia, Detroit, South Africa, New York, Chicago, H-Town, Austria, New York. Hey, we got 2 from Austria. Okay, the Austria time. New Jersey, North Wales. We got people, Ukraine. We got 1 from Texas. Chia. Switzerland up in here. See, we got Sydney. And so what do you think this stream's doing for the world? Think about that. Like, we're uniting authentic people, and we're doing it in a loving way. Oh, we got Katie, Texas. Hey, that's down the street. Greece, Argentina, Ireland. Isn't that the land of Conor McGregor? Fort Worth, Finland, Atlanta. So imagine we're uniting authentic people around the world the best that we can. No Diddy. No. I'm in H-Town, Houston, Texas. Yeah, the park is called Minnow Park. Like, oh, do we have a raid? Hey, shout out to Ingenixia. Thank you for the shout out. Is a raid coming through or what? Yeah, thank you. 1:30 p.m. Let's see. He-Man says, lost my parents and feel alone. Is this recent, Sister Jaime or Hime? From Argentina. Is it difficult to learn to play the flute? Not at all. Is it difficult to play the singing bowl? Yes, and both in 1 month. Oh. Well, you can, but to do sound healing with it. Let's do some sound healing for Hime's mother and father. I'm trying to. Cosmic Raid. Oh, shout out to the Cosmic Raid. What are we feeling out there? You know, life can be very difficult without community. That's okay. So, you know, to hear our sister's parents both passing away in the same month is very, like, we have to show up. We have to be here for our brothers and sisters when we need them, when they need us. I mean, it's why I'm on here 10 hours a day, 8 to 10 hours, because it's service, you know. It's not. We need each other, and sometimes we don't know to love ourselves, and we're heartbroken. So if you're heartbroken, love your damn self. And sometimes you're not ready to love yourself. So we're here to be a good support system until you find a local community, until you find better than with people who know it. Yeah. And many spiritual people cannot find their spiritual home, and at least we can do our part online, right? At least we can do our part here on the internet. And from here, you may be creating. Thank you for the blessings, Cosmic Blue Siren. Right? And so when we find our community on here, we can create community in our city, which is why this is why we do sound bath in the city. Every Sunday we do a sound bath, because we have to do it locally, in person, serve all. That's why we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, because authentic people are looking to slow down and connect. And when we're not ready to connect, we can infinitely doom scroll over and over and over and over and over. But not everybody is ready to slow down. Many people slow down only because they have to, like you had a wall and you have to slow down. So we want to prevent people getting into emotional wrecks, physical wrecks, by being here, reminding people, you are enough. You are enough. Tanya says, I feel I belong here, and in my life, I don't fit. I get it. When I first had a spiritual awakening, I prayed that I was surrounded by people who were meditators and spiritual seekers, because most of my friends were not seekers, and are still not seekers. But my new friends are all seekers, because why? When you stay on a path long enough, you find mature companion. Right? My old friends are still doing the same thing. Some BS. Like things that don't really fulfill us, but we just do it through routine. No feeling, no connection. You can't make people have an awakening, but you can unite awakening people. And so I remember, one of the first dreams that I had for my life, like, what am I here for? I asked because I heard the quote, if your dream is not big enough, if your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. And I was like, okay, I'm trying. Then my dream is to unite humanity. And my ego goes, how the heck you gonna do that? I'm just like, if your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. So I'm trying to dream real big, like, I'm just some random dude. Unite humanity. But when I'm looking at what we're doing now, it's like, this is pretty dope, you know? Frausch says, I think there's really a really valuable message connecting with yourself more. For sure. Frausch says, I know quite a few people who aren't able to, or some maybe don't like to try that. There's a reason why the motto of the community is called love your damn self. I used to not love myself. I was always looking for romantic relationship. And why? Because I was constantly lonely. But why was I constantly lonely? I never asked, why am I constantly lonely? It's an inconvenient question for the ego. Why are you constantly lonely? Why are you constantly depressed? Answering that why changed my life. Because I don't know where love comes from. I want love, but I don't know what is love. And so I began to seek out love. I thought love came from romantic relationships. Because that's what's being shown on Hollywood, on TV. When you watch Disney, it's the Prince Charming and the princess. Lilo and Stitch. Right? Mulan and the other dude. Ren and Stimpy. Beavis and Butthead. Right? But nobody taught me love is within. You know, like, how did I find out love is within? I got tired of getting heartbroken. Like, okay, I stopped talking to an ex-girlfriend a year ago, like in the past, right? Maybe, I don't know how long ago. It probably was 6-7 years ago. Like, I got over an ex-girlfriend, and a year later, I'm still missing her. I remember I'm going to like British literature class or some class in college at this time, and I'm like, no, I'm in a restroom, I remember. And I'm thinking, why am I still missing my ex even though she's not here? Like, that's a year ago. Why do I still miss her? Because I'm looking for love. Why? Because I need somebody to love me. Because why? Because I don't know how to love myself. And I was just like, I don't know how to love myself woke me up. When I heard I didn't know how to love myself, it stunned me. I was like, damn, you need someone to love you because you don't know how to love yourself. And it became like a earthquake. That's why you keep chasing all these girls. I've been live for 2 hours, right? Like the reason I'm chasing romantic relationship because I'm looking for love because I don't know how to love myself. And and the reason why I came to that conclusion because I keep getting heartbroken over and over and over and over. And I got tired I got tired of being heartbroken, and I knew that if I was to just look for another girlfriend, the same thing would happen. But when I realized, I think deep down I knew I wasn't looking for another girlfriend. I was looking for love. And I didn't know that you could love yourself without a girlfriend, because nobody taught me that. Getting heartbroken over and over and over teaches you that. There's no sound bath tonight. We did one on Tuesday, so we skipped one. Yeah. So that's the truth. Like, when you get tired of being getting dumped or dumping other people, it was mutual. I would dump somebody, somebody would dump me. My focus was on a guy one. Yeah. Bonnie says, I can relate. I barely got hit by an 18-wheeler because my focus was on a guy. I wanted him to love me. I'm glad you didn't get hit by 18-wheeler in the past. Now, I'm being really vulnerable with you because I'm not here to act spiritual and all this BS that's trendy, that makes card reading money. Okay? I'm not here for that. I'm here to be real with you and also spiritual with you, right? The real part helps people more than talking spiritual all the damn time. Because we can talk spiritual all day and not actually like make real changes, right? We can talk about being in the moment all day, but not talk about how do you practice being in the present moment? Okay. Let's see here. Or you could just stick with someone you shouldn't be with just because of thinking you can't deserve better. Like you only have that one option in your life. Oh God, that's terrible. Some people are attached to toxic people because you're scared of being alone. Some of y'all, many of y'all in there, some of y'all are just in it for the hanky-panky. Some of y'all are just in it for the hanky-panky. Some of y'all just have friends with benefit. Right. That used to be me in the past. But when you begin to mature, you realize it hurts people's feelings. It doesn't work out very well. Right? It doesn't work out very well. I mean, Frau says, sometimes it crushes you because of the responsible shift to yourself, but it's a net positive for me. That's a man's language right there. It's a net positive for me. You do day trading or what? Dang, that's a mess. I'm like, you hang out with Bioman? You hang out with Bioman over here? It's a net positive for me. I'm like, word. For real, bro. Just your average IT guy. Oh, you hanging out with our brother Helios Rising. Average. Let me use the restroom. I'll be right back. It's about having fun. When you're on here for hours and hours, when you're on here for hours and you're not having fun, why the heck are you doing it here? Let me take font size too big over here. Let's see here. Godzildo says, I'm almost 40. Sometimes I'm ashamed at how long it took me to mature in certain areas. It's embarrassing how long it took for me to feel empathy and become aware of the consequences of my actions towards others. I cope with shame often. You don't have to. You don't have to judge yourself. The thing is, you don't have to be embarrassed, you know? Just be a good person and help others. In the beginning, it doesn't matter how long it takes for you, but when you feel joy, when you find deep joy within, celebrate. Celebrate. Ryan Hall says life is not a race. For some people it is, I guess, because we've been taught what? You gotta have a kid by 25, a house by this time, and this by this time, and this by this time, and this by this time. And if you don't, you're not, right? You're not like the societal standard. And so when you do the best that you can and you fall short of societal standard, many of us think something's wrong. And that's why I don't hang out with those people. That's why I don't hang out with the mainstream consciousness people, because that doesn't make me happy. Right? There's a community for everybody, right? Some people fit the societal mode. Some people don't fit in the societal mode or the parental programming, the cultural programming. Sometimes you want to find an authentic programming that's original. I try to fit myself in the Asian child mode, which is make my parents proud, be a business professional, get a great job, take care of my parents. But when you keep failing at trying to do that, you feel terrible. Right, the spiritual plan is it's original. Like, I didn't know all this would happen. My mom just wanted to make sure I made money and I could take care of myself. Doing normal stuff, not spiritual stuff. They always tell me, why don't you just get a regular job? And I'm like, I can't get a regular job. I mean, I could, but this thing doesn't tell me to, and it's hard to explain to your family what following this is about when they're not really doing it. Right? They're doing the best that they can for me to be here. And I tried to do what they tell me to, but every time I do it, I keep failing for years, for years. And so I felt like a failure for the longest time, which led me towards substance abuse. And many people's children leave early because they try to fit themselves in this mode that they don't fit, and then they feel like a burden to their parents. And that's what I'm fighting for every day. I'm fighting for people's mental health. I'm fighting for people's emotional health and community and love, because I care. I care. I could do something about it. I have time to do something about it. I'm able to do something about it. Right? Like, I have a half brother who passed away from lung cancer. Right? And so I'm aware why, because abandonment issue, the lack of mentorship. And so instead of being the sadness, be the change, be the solution, be the answer, be the rock, and be the people's elbow. Okay, that part, the elbow part, excuse the people's elbow part. That was extra. That was extra. Be the rock bottom. Cosmic Siren says, I puked my water almost. One second you're crying, and 1 second you're laughing. What kind of rock are you doing? Let's do some Tea Guan Yin Spring Floral. Oh, we're gonna get giddy with that amount. I laugh at everything now. Thank you, Nostril. Thank you for gifting the community. Thank you for all the positive energy. Can we just, right? It's not, it's beautiful to see that we're all enjoying our time together, and it's not so like aggressive dopamine. Like when we're watching Kai Cenat, or when we're watching some streamer be like doing stuff to get attention. I'm glad we can feel authentic, relaxing, connected, grounded, and you feel free together, Feeling free together is so beautiful. A little white tea. Teamwork makes the dream work. Words are powerful only if they have truth and meaning. Okay. They drop in wisdom today. Nisha says, I got blocked from someone I knew for repeating something you said. Learning to feel my emotion, letting it have a safe space. Look, the truth can be the truth delivered at the wrong time can send the wrong emotion. They felt judged, yeah. So this is why what we're talking about in here requires a lot of humility, lots of graceful energy. Right? I'm aware. If we go and talk about this in other communities, they may not be ready for it, because why? What we're doing here is that we are responsible for our happiness. And many people who aren't ready to be responsible continue to blame others, not realizing that blaming keeps you the same. Like if you're miserable and all you do is blame somebody else, that somebody else ain't gonna change. You need to change. And blaming doesn't change you, it keeps you the same. And when we've been hurt, we're not ready to change. Sometimes we want to continue being a victim because when we're not ready to be happy, we're not going to choose happiness. Happiness is a choice you don't have to choose, brothers and sisters. I always say this. Happiness is a choice you don't have to choose. You can choose to keep your life miserable. It was a thing you said about helping your family before. Yeah. There's so many healers out there who's still angry at their father. When you have compassion at the people who abuse you, it's because you deeply love yourself and you're ready to let go of the negativity. You can tell when the healer is not fully healed because they look angry. They're giving off like insecure and angry vibes. When you're expressing anger during a reading, when you're experiencing like insecurity and it's not from the heart, it's because they still carry it. And how can you tell somebody's giving off the angry vibe? Just look at the amount of wrinkles on their forehead, how long they've been angry for. Each line is each year they've been holding on to that baggage. I'm serious. Because the more you're like in your head, right? When we're talking, we're speaking from our heads, right? So check this out. When you're speaking from your head, you start doing this thing, right? Because you're pulling all the energy toward your head. But when you're speaking from your heart, now sometimes you can use your brain to talk, but you bring it down. But for the people who are speaking their heads more than their heart, they keep that up the whole time. Look. But when you relax, you keep your energy centered and grounded. And so when you need to use the more fire energy, you can keep it grounded. But when you cannot, but whenever you flare up your energy and you don't know how to ground yourself, there's a lot of work to be done. I was literally looking at my forehead last night, says Gemini J. Is this ASMR? It could be. Right. Because a lot of healers are still angry at their abuser, and then they're spreading anger, calling it healing. And so this is why I'm very, very peculiar of who I listen to. I'm very, very peculiar. I'm very selective of who I listen to, because you don't want to pick up people's anger, because you cannot identify as a healer and giving off pain, poison. And so if you don't have a good BS detector, you might be learning from an angry teacher, which sometimes is part of your journey, unfortunately. You may be learning from And one thing I know about angry people love politics. Angry people freaking love divisive talk and politics. That's how you know right away. Shh. Don't summon them right now. We have to shield our energy. Activate the shield. Breathing in, slowly out. I want to hang out in your stream, but it's got work. But you got work. Yes. Have a good day at work. Yeah, if you need to work and you know what I'm saying, hang out later. Hang out later. You know the reason why I know to keep politics away from the spiritual community? Because I made that mistake one time. You can touch on the surface level but do not go into depth because politics divides. I know that by experience because on Twitch I made that mistake one time. And the energy, you open a black hole and it drains it drains. It divides, it poisons. And so this is why I do my best to be aware of what's going on, but to not bring it to community. Right? We focus on spirituality and yeah. Divided we fail, yeah. I'm at work too, laughing so much quietly. What is she on? Do you apologize for saying something that's true, but at the wrong time? No. You have to learn to stand your ground. It's better to piss somebody off with the truth sometimes than to change your view to make them happier. But you have to know how to do it in a harmonious way. I have friends that, disagree with me, and I know not to say some things in front of them. Because why? They've been captured by politics. My politics. They don't want to see from different position, different angle. And so when we only just want to see my view, that's ego. But when we're willing to see many sides, we have a better understanding of the world. But you have to be humble enough to see and explore all expressions of the universe. Even if we disagree, right? Because if what you believe in is disharmonious, people will run away from you. But if what you believe in, it unites people, you will unite people. Some people unite people with anger. Some people unite people in love. And some people sell tickets for sound healing. And some just serve for free. Donation. Can you give us your space tour from? I mean, there's nothing to this. This is it. Like, this is basically the whole room. Yeah, but of course, the master taught me to be open to the politics. You know why? It's how the world works. Politics is part of how humans operate. Okay? Meow. So you have to see, why are the humans pissed off at each other? What does this side thinks? What does that side think? You gotta be willing to look at it all. But when you've been captured ideologically, you don't want to look at the other side. Right? It's like coming onto TikTok. Many people who are not on TikTok only see the bad side of TikTok. But look how beautiful it can be, because we make it beautiful. We make it, we can be the change. We complain about all this social media, right? We complain about, substance abuse and all, but we can be the change. But it takes effort. It's easier to be the complain than be the change, right? So when we're on here, yeah. Right. Some people love to be right, but not happy. Because being right doesn't always lead to happiness, but you have to be humble enough. I may be right. I may be right, but I'm not actually happy. Because the ego doesn't want to admit when it's unhappy. So that's why you can't teach closed-minded people, because they're attached to being right. They think they know everything, but they're unhappy. They have a lot of spiritual principle and knowledge, but they won't go and be a leader. They'll come criticize you while not doing their part. They're not here to be the change. They're here to be the complaint. Be the change, go and lead, right? When we think we have figured something out and we can make a difference, do your part. But instead, it's easier to just be the complaint, because why? Frown emoji. Let's see, Muso Patty said, when I learned some years back that the subconscious takes everything you tell it, literally, my internal dialogue changed in a week. Cosmic Blue Siren on TikTok, on Twitch says, the thing is, everything has their own rights, and everyone forgets basically the meaning of the right. Sometimes it might vary, but if there is a solid truth, you should accept it's right when you're wrong. But no, people like being superior in everything or acting like they are an ancient library which has all the knowledge. Check your ego, basically. Yeah. Charity Weatherly says, when people are still willing to give their power away, there will be people to take your power. Depends, because It depends on... If that power is love, no one can take your love away. But when that power is something to do with the ego, then they can. But of course, on a humanity level, we have the free speech to talk freely, right? Some people don't have that. Like, I could go to jail in China for talking about what we're doing here on the stream. I could go to jail in other countries for talking like this. But we have it so damn good that we're complaining about a lot of BS. Right? We have it so good we don't realize it. Right? We have it so good that we can speak freely and not end up in jail or stoned to death. And so this is why I'm here. Can we talk and help the world when they need us and not think $55.55? Come to my Patreon page. Buy stuff, please. So many people need mentorship, wisdom, and community that is supportive without being so unbalanced. Like some communities are so not like, some communities focus a lot on aliens. But their life ain't improving. They know more about aliens. But they have the free will to talk about aliens. Right? Aliens ain't improving your life. You gotta improve your life. Right? Sometimes we talk about the shadow government. Right? Knowing about conspiracy truth and conspiracy theory is cute when your life is miserable. And sometimes we get caught up in talking about conspiracy truth, conspiracy theory, when we need to go get a job, when we need to learn to respect and love ourselves, when we need to go get exercise. We get caught up in like all these, fanatical things because it's another way to escape from our reality. Another thing is video games like World of Warcraft. You can just... Right? Another thing is Grand Theft Auto. People spend their whole day like hanging out and their life is not improving. Right? We're not engaging in things that improve our life. Maybe a little bit. Maybe you find some nice guy, a nice friend on Grand Theft Auto, but your life's still the same. It's why I don't play video games anymore. You may find cool friends on there, but your life may remain the same. My pet peeves when people are focusing on things out. Yeah. And there's so much of it because you know why? That's called entertainment. What we're doing here is enlightenment, awakening, knowledge, wisdom. Help each other. Be practical and useful with results. You can follow spiritual knowledge all day, no result. Right? And so our goal is result that's clear and help people. I have listened to many gurus. You are the only one. I don't think I'm the only. I believe there's other teachers who aren't about just like link in the bio. Right? Come to my Patreon or come get a private one-on-one with me, buy my package. There's enough of that out there. And I'm just here to do what my master is doing. Help people. Help people at the end. Because why? When you help people, people naturally help you back. Like many of y'all are sending gifts naturally. I'm not asking for it. But because you feel something, you support. Right? All of what we're talking about here is organic. Sometimes we do card reading, sometimes we don't. But it's better that we don't. Why? Because then people start seeing us like a tarot reader, and they don't learn to use their own consciousness to observe their life, see the problem, and focus on the solution. We just only focus on a problem. Right? So thank you for the blessings. From whom did you learn and gain this? God, the universe. Here's the thing. Here's all my... You want me to start listing all the people I studied? Okay, so my current master... He's a Mahayana monk, but he taught me Buddhism that doesn't have form. Get out of the shell of religious Buddhism. Now some people are really religiously Buddhist. He supports that. But I'm coming from a place where I don't want that. So he taught me like original Buddhism, which is Buddhism in a non-religious way, which is original Buddhism. Because the Buddha did not bow to a statue of himself. They practice the art of awareness and being. Because sometimes we're bound to something out there. But the real message, we're bowing to the inner light. But some people miss that message. Right? The Buddha nature is called the Christ consciousness. The Buddha nature, the Krishna consciousness, all the same thing. The spirit, some people call that Jesus, is all within, whatever you believe. Yeshua, all within. The Dharma is the knowledge that got us here. So any spiritual knowledge, the Dharma, that's useful, that's practical, would with clear result that helps the world. And the Sangha, the spiritual community, what we're doing here, right? So there's knowledge, the community, and the light within. So we start with the inner light, but we got to this inner light because somebody taught something, whether it's from Jesus, from Buddha, from Krishna, from the Vedas, from the Mahabharata, from the Tripitaka, or from all these texts. They lead all different rivers that lead to the same ocean. Okay? And then the spiritual community is the one where it's a place where you feel connected to, whether it's Buddhism, whether it's Christianity, but it's all about a loving community, whatever label you want to call it, spiritual community. Right? Sometimes you feel completely held in Christianity, in Buddhism, or you can just choose unconditional love community with result, with practice, with discipline. Right? I was raised in Theravada Buddhism. The first style of meditation I learned is called Putto, in light. All you do is chant in light, in light, in light, in light, until your mind gets clear. Putto, 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 putto. Put, so breathing in, put, in, light. In, light. Putto. So growing up in a Thai temple, I was taught sleeping meditation, walking meditation, sitting meditation, chanting meditation. But eventually my karma led me to doing substance in a trap house and almost dying twice. Okay? Because you can do all these practices and not really connect to this thing. You can meditate and still not feel connected to your heart. You can chant all day and still not feel connected to this thing. And so that's what happened. as my life got worse and worse, a couple near-death experiences, feeling shame that I was a drug addict, my sister said I should get a job, so I did. That's the Cheesecake Factory was hiring. I got hired at the Cheesecake Factory. I worked there for 3 years. I hated working there for 2 years. After 2 years, I almost get fired. After almost getting fired, I asked myself, do I want to give up and get fired, or do I try to be excellent? I tried to be excellent, and my life started a door open, which led me to developing, trying to chase money, looking into Think and Grow Rich. I was trying to join, people were trying to get me to join to multi-level marketing, which was terrible. Multi-level marketing, it's terrible for me. But it led me towards, what do successful people do? Successful people, the only thing I could afford on that list, the only thing I could afford is meditation. So I practiced meditation, and that meditation led me, instead of seeking money, it led me to seeking love, which led me to the first big knowledge, The Secret, that movie, The Secret, which had Michael Beckwith, Esther Hicks, and Joe Dispenza, and all these teachers. So my life, so I had a huge awakening from watching that film, and because I didn't read the book, there's a book too, okay? And so I began to study the teachers that I felt connected to on The Secret. I studied Esther Abraham Hicks for a year. I went to her seminar. I watched the video on the cruise ship. Then I realized I'm just a fanboy to Abraham Hicks. My life's not improving. I just like the author. I know the talking points. I feel like I'm in a cult. I went to the seminar and I realized this is not the way. Then I went to the next teacher, Michael Beckwith. And I studied Michael Beckwith, Think and Spiritual Liberation, the Life Visioning Process, for about 3 years. And I listened to the audio book. And I watched the live stream. I watched the live stream of Agape International Spiritual Center, right? And so I studied him and listened to his audio book every day for years, different books. After studying, while studying Michael Beckwith for about 3 years, I was practicing deep meditation using binaural beats, right? What you're hearing. I religiously meditated on vibrational music for about 2 years, and started using the app Insight Timer. So as I began to be more spiritual, I started studying the Buddhist teaching, the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and I started practicing, right, all these things. So I would read them and I would put it into action, would result, which led me towards Thich Nhat Hanh, the Zen master. And so I began to practice Zen heavily for about a year or two. Okay. And I began to attend psychic fairs to connect with more spiritual people. Right. And I began to do sound healing and find Unity of Houston, a non-denominational church that we're serving in now. And then at that time I was also exploring plant medicines, which led me towards more mystical knowledge, because when you meditate a lot, you feel deep connection. And at that time, and I also studied heavily the 5 love languages with the intention of finding a girlfriend. At that time, I still wanted companionship. Before finding a relationship, I was studying the 5 love languages because I wanted to help my mother. Right? I wanted to help my mother because my mother was very unhappy. I started studying knowledge to help my mother because I was good, but my mother was not. So I studied many different texts, listened to different books, The Power of the Heart. Studied Paramahansa Yogananda, and studied different yogic paths, chanting in different ways, singing in different ways. Started doing crystal singing bowl, crystal singing bowl healing, Tibetan bowl healing. And then my mother became happy. When my mother found joy, I was like, something works. So my father was a Buddhist monk for a year. So he's hot-headed, but he's also very loving and grounded. So my father is I can just say he's an amazing father. Right. He's very loving, he's very feminine. My father planted a lot of seeds in me, which is like growing up, I would listen to positive, funny monks talking about spirituality. Right. And so growing up, my dad always played monks in the background, so I would be used to listening to Dharma talks in the car on a cassette tape. So we would have cassette tape with funny monks on there, and then we would be like, and then after I found happiness within myself and helped my family, the universe told me, why don't you, if you cannot find it, make it. I was exploring the Krishna temple, Ishkan. I went to ecstatic dance. I went to all these communities, but I was looking for people with spiritual mastery. And I kept going to places where it was constantly about money and ego. And I became dissatisfied because I'm looking for masteries. Because when you find a master, when you feel it, when someone's connected genuinely, you can feel it. And so I couldn't find it. So I made different communities. Like the first group I started was Transformative Thursdays with my coworkers at the Cheesecake Factory. Every Thursday we would go to the arboretum and meditate. Just the three of us. 3, 4, sometimes it would be 5. And there were amazing results. I was able to help my coworkers forgive his uncle for touching him in the wrong way. I was able to help a coworker quit smoking the crystal, and now she's working as like an X-ray tech or something like that. And so when I found results, I felt deep joy. And then I was able to help an ex-girlfriend not harm herself, because after leaving me, she got into a relationship with a guy where she had a double deleting of her baby from her stomach, and she got really traumatized. And so helping people back to back successfully led me to thinking, maybe I can do this. And so one thing led to another. I didn't believe in the spiritual path initially. I became a wedding videographer, a massage therapist. But the universe says, why don't you just trust already? And so I did. I quit all my jobs and I just chose the spiritual path. And so people invested in me at first. I didn't want to believe, but people donated money to me, helped me. And then Sister Kaylin blessed me, took me to Burning Man, right? So the amount of blessings happened because I was available to help people. And then it led me to live streaming. And it led me to Twitch for 4 years. But what led me to Twitch? The master. Right. Before Twitch, the master blessed me. So it's very difficult, the whole route. And the whole time my mother just, get a job. Just be regular. Get a job, get a job, get a job, get a job. Burning Man is beautiful, but doing a sound healing every Sunday is what people need to be doing. People will invest so much in 2 weeks, but why don't they go to the local park and create a free sound bath every Sunday? It's difficult. It's not right. It's difficult. We're willing to pay to go so far, but we can't even do that for free in our own city. People will do a sound bath for free, right? But it leads to marketing themselves, which is better than nothing. A lot of it is, singing bowls. Yeah, festivals are fun. I'm trying to do something that has real results, that create real transformation, not just perceived transformation, because we said this is a ceremony for transformation. So I went to different events, different spiritual events, different places, studying. So everywhere I'm going, I'm observing, I'm studying. What's here, what's there? Do I need to fit in here? Do I fit in? Right? Do I even need to fit in? What is the universe trying to teach me through the plant medicine, plant teachers? And then eventually, I find the master who helped me cut all the BS and create real change in life. Help people create real change with result that's long lasting, and then they help their family. The whole time that I make money, barely, because I wasn't doing it for money. I was doing it for humanity. But the master taught me it's okay to receive money. Like imagine this, I was reluctant to receiving any money. But the master says, use money, don't let the money use you. But he also taught us, does God want you to be a beggar? That's why we're not doing card readings for money. But when you help people, look at the energy in the community. We got, right? The energy is amazing. Why? Because we're here for a grounded reason. We're here with a purpose. And your purpose is to find out what is that. Because your purpose, when you find your purpose, there's enthusiasm, right? You want to do more. Can you tell us the name? I can't tell you the name of the master because I've been guided not to, because he's dealing with a lot of people already. Thousands, right? Thousands. And but I can, out of respect for his privacy, Until somebody at the temple who knows what they're doing tell me, hey, it's a green light, then but if you really wanted to find, you could find, but I'm not here to upfront just kind of say who the master is, because he also helps people for free. What is the teaching line name? Well, he's a Buddhist monk. He's a Buddhist monk, and it's Mahayana, but he practices Vajrayana, but he taught me original Buddhism, which is he taught me nothing. When you think you know, you don't know, boo. When you think you know, humble yourself. God knows, the Buddha knows, Jesus knows. You check your damn ego. The end. What's up? What's up with our sister over here? Sister Kitty. If you don't know what your purpose is, don't freak out. Find your damn purpose. Freaking out ain't gonna help you find your purpose, sister. So first thing to relaxing, you gotta have a good discipline, Sister Kitty. If people wish to send you goodwill and karma through donation, why reject karma? Yeah. So that's why I became really insecure in the beginning about donations, but the master taught me it's okay. Because what you receive, you're gonna help people anyways. Right? And that's the truth. Everything that I get is about how can I be here more? How can I help more people? But I gotta make sure that I'm good first. Yeah. At the end, I'm good because I woke up today. Kitty, knowing that you're fine doesn't mean you feel fine. Practice the basics. What's the basics? You don't need to know. Just be. Just be. Breathing in and out. In the beginning, when you try to be, your mind will try to take you away from just being. Because the mind is still trying to figure out stuff. There's nothing to figure out. In this moment, it's fine. When it's not fine, Sister Kitty, what flute do you like? I will play you flute. Do you like the Japanese flute? Do you like the Egyptian flute? Do you like the Peruvian flute? Do you like the Native American flute? What do you enjoy? Do you like the Indian flute? Do you like Remember to play this flute right here. Check out Brother Arrow Eyes doing his sound bath too. Or maybe you need a bigger one. I sold my singing bowl after 25 years when I made them. You are the singing bowl. I played drums for 39 years, she says. You want the conga? Your wish is my command. We got everything, okay? Gas plane. Let's see what we can do for you. Gas plane. Let's check it out first. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change and meditate, spreading love. This is the kingdom of planet Earth. This is our kingdom, our Mother Earth. Na 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 na. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change, meditate, spreading love. This is the kingdom of planet Earth. This is our kingdom, our Mother Earth. Na 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 na. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Mani Padme Hum. 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 mani padme hum mani padme hum mani mani padme hum 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 diyana megane megane ma megane raja yoga me ma diyani megane megane ma megane raja yoga me ma diyani megane megane ma megane raja yoga me ma diyani megane megane ma megane raja yoga me ma diyani
We're jamming. I wanna jam with you. We're jamming, jamming. I hope you like to jam with Buddha too.
Hey, this tea. What kind of tea is this, man? What kind of tea is that? Welcoming everybody. I hope you feel a good energy. Let's clear it out. Let's clear it out a little bit. Thank you for all the positive energy. Of course, check out our brother Arrow Eyes here. Very good, loving sound healer here on TikTok. Sister Willow, Brother Streets on the beats, hosting. Brother Tinilu constantly hosting panels, doing their part. There are other sound healers on here too, but sometimes I think they're draining you. But they don't know it. God's plan. Because the Master tells us, when you're sad, we bring you up. If you're feeling the dark, we bring the light. When you lose hope, we bring you faith. Welcoming Maria Batty. Thank you for all the blessings. I hope you're enjoying the vibe. I followed those last two. Yeah. What's in the tea? Can't give you all the secrets. Can't give you all the secrets. There's an art, link in the bio. Oh shoot. Thank you, Miss Chloe, for the follow. Come to the link tea. Yeah, because today, there's sadness came to the stream, and when sadness comes to the stream, we're here to lift you up. Like, we have a sister today. Her parents both, pass away in the same month. Like, we just do the part that we do what we can. We have Sister Kitty looking to ground her energy and find her purpose. It's not too late, but sometimes our ego goes, it's too late. It's never too late to follow your dreams, people. It's never too late, Sister Kitty. You can do it. And with a loving community, you can get there faster. Right? With a loving community, you get there faster. But if that loving community is trying to extract money from you all the time, it's kind of like, dang, to be part of this community, I gotta pay my dues. You don't have to pay your dues here. Just do the work. Do your part. I use it. Okay, shout out to Batty. My son, who's non-verbal, he finally learning breathing exercises. using a fake candle helps. The master always tells us, do your work and God and Buddha will bless you. It's true, but if you don't do the work, because when you do the work, you bless yourself. When you don't do the work, you just become a beggar until you do it. Give me love, love me like you do. Love, love, love me like you do. What are you waiting for? Love me already. I turn it off when he blows out. So hey, do your part. What to do when you feel like something is missing from your life? When you think something is missing, you just have to remember your blessings, what you already have, right? Count your blessings. When you don't, the ego always thinks, man, I don't have money. My car busted up, broken, Cadillacs, man. I'm single. Nobody loves me. Right? Ew. I am enough. This moment is enough. He really loves doing a dragon breath. It works. Count your blessing. We can always count our tears, our sadness, or our blessing. We can complain all day. But does that... Now, we're not here to pretend that everything... We're not here to pretend that negativity doesn't exist. Right? Some of y'all have disease. Right? We're not pretending it doesn't. We're here to face what does exist and be grateful for it because it's making us stronger. Or we can be a victim to our circumstances. We can be a victim to what has happened or be responsible for our happiness. We can be heartbroken forever. And then we can get heartbroken twice. How many times would you like to be heartbroken? One more time? One more time. One more time. Celebration, not tonight. It's too late. You gotta celebrate. Celebrate your life. One more time. Not one more heartbreak, okay? One more time. One more time. We gotta celebrate. Alright. Tonight. Yeah. Feeling. Come on. Right? This is enough, but we go. Love me one more time. Love me like you do. Love, love, love me like you do. Touch me like... What are you waiting for? Ew. Stop that. Stop it. You're teaching the young people the wrong thing. You're teaching the young people the wrong thing. That's why they're out here on Tinder already. That's why they're out here doing that weird stuff already, because the people before them did the same thing. One more time. We gotta celebrate. One more time. We gotta celebrate. You can do any song. I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Oh, here we go. Celebrate with link in the bio tonight. Oh wait, the sign's out here no more. We gotta put the sign over there because people are like, oh, he's just here for link in bio. You wanna see a secret? Watch this, watch this. They don't shh. It's shining on my face. Shining on me. Link in. Maybe I should change it. No, it's about the intention. The link is in my bio. Oh. The link is in your bio. The bio is within. Okay, I think I should take a break now. We're on a good roll, so yesterday slept later because caffeine was strong, and so I think we have a good completion time. Like we feel good, so I'll be back tonight, and gotta eat something. This morning I had 2 eggs. Right, when you feel complete, yeah, caffeine vibes. Maria. Yeah, if you want to watch the rerun, link in the bio. The rerun is on YouTube and Twitch. So I want to say thank you to all the blessings. Thank you to all the gifts. Garrett, Lisa, Sun, Alicia, R. Dallas, Bonnie. Thank you, Eero X. Thank you, Kung Pao Chicken Leto. Thank you, Angie, Bridget. Check out brother Arrow Eyes live stream. Give him a follow. We have our brother Bioman _HTX meditation. Helios _rising HTX. All the HTX people, that's my people. All the people who love themselves, that's my people too. All the people that don't love themselves, they're my people too. But you know, they're my people. But you already know. Okay. Anyways, yeah, he'll be on tonight. Somebody's name is Kung Pao Chicken Little. Okay. And thank you, brother Arrow Eyes. Thank you for all the beautiful blessings, and I hope you have a wonderful day. The end. 3 ohms. Breathing in. Om. Inhale. Believe in your life. You have a purpose. You have a calling. Keep going. Choose to stay. Choose to believe. Choose to love yourself. Namaste.